Hey guys, Fallen Zion here again from Expert Guides. I want to start this video off by bringing some attention to something that is really important to me and is probably really important to you. CCP is doing something really good where they are accepting Plex donations and then taking that Plex and converting it to real money and then donating that money to a COVID relief fund. I'll show you the article here. So right here, Plex for Good. So they've already donated several hundreds of thousands of dollars in some cases to different crazy events that happen across the world, that affected people, and basically they take that money. They're going to take the money that they get from the Plex and they're going to donate it to this COVID-19 solidarity response fund for the WHO. And the minimum donation is 240 Plex. So what you can do to help is you can go into your Plex vault and you can shift and click and drag and drop Plex into your hanger in the minimum quantity of 240. And then you can right click on it and then create a contract for that CCP Plex for Good. So you go to Item Exchange Private, CCP Plex for Good, and then next, 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 and then finish. And then what I like to do is just click on the name and make sure, it's a member of CCP for 10 years, everything looks good. Basically what they'll do is he'll accept that contract for Plex and then he'll gather all the Plex and then convert it into real world money somehow. And then they'll donate that to that COVID relief fund. So that'd be really awesome if you could help out with that. But yeah, I know it's a big thing affecting us all right now. The theme of this episode is we're going to be talking about all the new market changes that happened about a month ago and what the new rules for the market are. There's been a lot of changes to the market that affected everybody, especially me. I used to use the margin trading skill a lot, and it's been replaced by the advanced broker relations skill, and we'll talk to you about that right now. We'll go through the update real quick. And I'll put the links for the CCP Plex for Good and the broker relations changes and everything in the description below. Also made a little example here. We'll run through that about how the different taxes and how the different formula affects buying and selling going forward. And I'll put that note in the description below as well. So the biggest change is this change to the margin trading skill. Basically, they've totally removed the margin trading skill and is being repurposed to advanced broker relations. The skill's former ability to reduce the amount of ISK into escrow when creating a buy order is going to be replaced with an ability that provides an increasing discount to the relist change. So relist change is basically just going into your current market orders and relisting something for the lowest price. Well, as you can see, my broker's fee, instead of being like 100 ISK, is now almost 8 million to change this pretty hefty order of this antipharmaconic IO Kira. This is about $1 billion ISK order, and yeah, they want to tax me 8 million just to change it, which is pretty crazy. So I should have followed my first rule, which was to split items into stacks before listing them into the market. So basically, you want to, before you list a bunch of stuff, you want to, let's see if I can, some tritanium to make my point here. So you just want to split the stacks and then list it on the market. So click on it and then hold shift. So hold shift to click, and then you drag and drop it into an empty section of your inventory. And then you want to split the stacks into 500 increments, 5 increments, whatever. So it makes it easier for you to relist the item. You don't have to pay an insane broker's fee to keep your listing at the bottom of the stack, so it'll be bought the quickest. So it costs basically 1% of the stack's total value to modify an order with good skills. And then 0.08% is the best you can get with max skills and standing. That brings me to my example here. Yeah, so with no skills or standing, you pay a 5% broker's fee to list the item and a 5% sales tax when the item is sold. And then to modify the order with no skills, you pay 2.5% of the total stack's value. So with no skills to modify the order, it's 2.5%. So basically, to figure all this out, I went on, this is my main character, and then I went on my alt that has no trade skills, and I listed 8 Sisters Core probe scanners with each character. So this character, Fallen Zion, and then my other character, Mr. Kandid, who has no trading skills or standing with JITA. So for no skills, I was selling 8 Sisters probe scanners for 386,000 each. And then to list in JITA cost 5% broker's fee, so it was 154,000 on the front end, and then it costs another 144,000 when the item sells. To modify the order, it cost me 2.5% of the entire stack's price to modify the order. So the total amount of the stack was 3 million. So it cost 77,000 to modify the order. Total fees associated with this order of 3 million is let's see, 386,000, or 12.52% of the total sell value, 3 million. So if I did the exact same thing with my character Fallen Zion, that has max skills and very, very good standing with the Caldari Navy. So that the max skills is level 5 broker relations, level 5 advanced broker relations, 5 accounting. So and then I have the total fees associated with selling the same exact order with max skills. And to list it, it costs 103,000. The tax on the back end is 69,000, and the modified cost is 25,000. And altogether, this equals 199,000, or 6.4% of the total sell value of 3 million. So I say you save 6% with good skills and standing. And this might not sound like a lot, but if you're trading a lot like I do, it'll add up very quickly. So and the third point is, if you want to find the best trade hub to sell at now with the 1% minimum broker fee. So yeah, so basically all Citadel trade hubs, like this perimeter one, you used to be able to buy and sell at the hub for a 0% broker fee, but now they've changed it so that there's a 1% minimum fee on everything, which can be very pricey, because say if you're buying Plex, I'll show you here. So say I want to buy like 500 Plex at its current price, I'll be paying a 1% broker's fee, which is 13 million. If I want to buy like 2,500 Plex, I have to pay 68 million just to place that order, which I think is pretty steep. Alright, so they've removed the margin skill, which basically allows you to put up like 5% of the ISK that it actually takes to buy the order, and then when the order finally gets filled, they suck the remaining ISK out of your bank account, and they replace it with this advanced broker relations skill. The advanced broker relations skill dictates how much it costs to modify this order. So even with max skill, I still have to pay 8 million. So it's in your best interest to get that advanced broker relations skill to the highest level you can. I'm gonna pull up that skill here. Alright, so I've got a level 5, and we're gonna figure out exactly what this skill does. So proficiency at negotiating the brokerage cost of relisting a market order at new price. Each level of this skill adds 5 percentage points to the standard release discount of 50%. So if I have level 5, that's 5 percentage points on top of that. So 5 times 5 is 25. So it'd be a 75% discount. Basically, that's why I did this example. So basically, you save 6% with good skills and standing. So in conclusion, train your broker's relations skill to level 5, your advanced broker relations skill to level 5, and accounting level 5, and run missions with the Caldari Navy to get your standing up to save on market orders in JITA. This will help you save 6% on the costs associated with listing and modifying orders. Thank you so much for donating to the COVID Relief Fund, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and thank you so much for watching.